Have you ever felt like your entire world is falling apart, as if you're stumbling through a never-ending abyss with no way out? What if I told you that this darkness you're experiencing is not a curse, but a profound spiritual journey that has the potential to transform you into a more enlightened and authentic version of yourself? Stick with me till the end, where I will show you how to get out of the dark night of the soul faster. Welcome to the dark night of the soul, a mysterious and intense process that has been both feared and revered for centuries. In this video, we'll uncover the 4 distinct stages of the dark night of the soul and discover how you can navigate this trial to emerge stronger, wiser, and spiritually reborn. Are you ready to uncover the hidden light within your darkness? Let's dive in. The dark night of the soul is not just a poetic term, it's a deeply transformative spiritual process that has been recognized for centuries. The concept was first introduced by Saint John of the Cross, a 16th century Spanish mystic and poet, who described it as a period of intense inner turmoil, where one's faith and understanding are tested to their very limits. This journey is marked by 4 stages, each one stripping away the layers of the ego, ultimately leading to spiritual rebirth and a deeper connection with the divine. The first stage, purification. The first stage is often the most jarring. It's a time when old beliefs, attachments, and identities begin to fall apart. You may feel as though the very foundation of your life is crumbling, leaving you disoriented and confused. This stage is marked by a profound sense of loss, as the things you once found comforting no longer seem to offer any solace. The purification process is essential, as it clears away the illusions and false beliefs that have been holding you back from true spiritual growth. 2. Illumination. As you move through the darkness, glimpses of truth begin to emerge. This stage is characterized by moments of clarity and insight, where you start to see the world and yourself from a new perspective. These moments of illumination can be fleeting, but they offer a glimpse of the profound transformation that is taking place within you. It's a time of deep introspection, where you begin to understand the deeper meanings behind your suffering and challenges. 3. Union. The third stage is the beginning of a deeper connection with the divine. It's a time when the ego starts to dissolve, and you begin to experience a sense of oneness with the universe. This stage is often accompanied by a profound sense of peace and surrender, as you let go of the need to control your life and instead trust in the greater plan that is unfolding. Union is not a final destination, but a continuous process of aligning yourself with the divine will. 4. Rebirth. The final stage of the dark night of the soul is rebirth. After enduring the intense inner struggle and transformation, you emerge on the other side with a renewed sense of self and purpose. This stage is marked by a deep sense of inner peace, clarity, and connection to the divine. You have shed the old, limiting aspects of your identity and have been reborn as a more authentic and spiritually awakened version of yourself. Symptoms of the dark night of the soul. The journey through the dark night of the soul is not without its challenges. The symptoms you experience can be overwhelming, affecting you emotionally, psychologically, and physically. Emotional symptoms. 1. Overwhelming sadness. A deep, pervasive sadness often blankets your emotions. This isn't just a passing feeling of melancholy, but a profound sorrow that lingers, making it difficult to find joy or pleasure in anything. It's as if a shadow has been cast over your entire emotional world, and no matter how hard you try, the light of happiness seems just out of reach. Despair and hopelessness. The sense of despair that accompanies the dark night of the soul can be all-consuming. You might feel as though you are trapped in a dark tunnel with no way out, leading to feelings of hopelessness that sap your will to keep moving forward. This despair isn't just about current circumstances, it can feel existential, as though life itself has lost its meaning and purpose. Isolation and loneliness. One of the most challenging emotional symptoms is the profound sense of isolation. You may feel cut off from others, as if no one truly understands the depth of your experience. This can lead to a withdrawal from social activities, relationships, and even from those who care about you. The loneliness can be so intense that it feels like a physical weight, pressing down on your heart and making it difficult to connect with others. 2. Emotional turmoil. Your emotions may feel like they are constantly in flux, swinging wildly from one extreme to another. You might experience sudden bouts of anger, followed by deep sorrow, and then moments of overwhelming anxiety. This emotional turbulence can be exhausting, leaving you feeling as though you're on an emotional roller coaster with no end in sight. 3. Numbness. At times, the intensity of the emotional pain can lead to a sense of numbness, where you feel disconnected from your emotions altogether. It's as if your mind and body shut down to protect you from the overwhelming sorrow and despair, leaving you feeling empty and hollow inside. Psychological symptoms. 1. Existential crisis. The dark night of the soul often triggers a deep questioning of your core beliefs, values, and purpose in life. You may find yourself grappling with questions like, why am I here? And what is the meaning of life? This existential crisis can lead to a profound sense of confusion and uncertainty, as the answers that once seemed so clear now feel elusive or inadequate. Identity confusion. As your old self begins to dissolve, you may struggle with the loss of identity. The roles, labels, and personas you once identified with no longer feel authentic, leaving you with a sense of identity confusion. This can be disorienting, as you're not sure who you are anymore or what your place is in the world. It's as if the ground beneath your feet has shifted, and you're searching for something solid to hold on to. 2. Cognitive dissonance. The conflict between the old beliefs you're shedding and the new insights you're gaining can create cognitive dissonance. Your mind may struggle to reconcile these opposing views, leading to a sense of mental tension and discomfort. This can manifest as inner conflict, where you feel torn between holding on to the familiar and embracing the unknown. 3. Anxiety and fear. The uncertainty and upheaval of the dark night of the soul can trigger intense anxiety and fear. You might worry about the future, fear that you'll never find your way out of the darkness, or feel a deep sense of dread that something terrible is about to happen. This anxiety can be pervasive, affecting your thoughts, emotions, and physical well-being. Obsessive thoughts. During this time, you may find yourself obsessively ruminating over certain thoughts or worries. Your mind can become trapped in a loop, replaying the same fears, doubts, and anxieties over and over again. This can be mentally exhausting, making it difficult to focus on anything else. Physical symptoms. 1. Fatigue and exhaustion. The emotional and psychological toll of the dark night can manifest physically as extreme fatigue. You may feel constantly tired, as though your body is weighed down by the emotional burdens you're carrying. This exhaustion can make it difficult to perform even simple daily tasks, and you might find yourself needing more rest than usual. 2. Sleep disturbances. Insomnia or disrupted sleep patterns are common during the dark night of the soul. You may struggle to fall asleep, wake up frequently during the night, or have vivid, unsettling dreams that leave you feeling drained. This lack of restful sleep can exacerbate feelings of fatigue and make it even harder to cope with the challenges you're facing. 3. Physical pain and discomfort. Some people experience unexplained physical pain during the dark night of the soul. This can manifest as headaches, body aches, or other forms of discomfort that seem to have no clear medical cause. The pain may be a reflection of the intense emotional and psychological stress you're under, as the mind-body connection plays a significant role in how we experience suffering. 4. Digestive issues. The stress and anxiety associated with the dark night can also affect your digestive system. You might experience symptoms like nausea, loss of appetite, or digestive discomfort. Alternatively, some people may turn to food for comfort, leading to overeating or cravings for unhealthy foods. 5. Changes in appetite. Your relationship with food may change during this time. Some people lose their appetite entirely, finding it difficult to eat or feeling indifferent to food. Others may experience the opposite, using food as a way to cope with emotional pain, leading to overeating or binge eating behaviors. 6. Weakened immune system. The physical and emotional stress of the dark night can weaken your immune system, making you more susceptible to illnesses and infections. You might find yourself colds more frequently or feeling generally run down and unwell. So, how to find your way out? The dark night of the soul is a deeply transformative process, but it can feel overwhelming and endless. However, there are ways to navigate this challenging experience and emerge stronger, wiser, and more spiritually aligned. 1. Acceptance and surrender. The first step in finding your way out of the dark night is to accept and surrender to the process. This doesn't mean giving up, but rather acknowledging that you are going through a profound transformation. Resistance to the process often intensifies the suffering, whereas acceptance allows you to move through the experience with greater grace and understanding. Surrendering to the unknown can be terrifying, but it's also the key to releasing the ego's need for control and allowing the divine to guide your path. 2. Seek solitude and reflection. The dark night of the soul is a time for deep introspection and reflection. Seek solitude where you can be alone with your thoughts and emotions. Journaling can be a powerful tool during this time, helping you to process your feelings and gain insights into the deeper meanings behind your experiences. Meditation and prayer can also provide a sense of peace and connection to the divine, offering comfort during times of intense emotional turmoil. 3. Embrace spiritual practices. Engage in spiritual practices that resonate with you. This could include meditation, prayer, yoga, or spending time in nature. These practices can help to calm your mind, center your emotions, and connect you with a higher power. Regular spiritual practice also helps to ground you, providing a sense of stability as you navigate the ups and downs of the dark night. 4. Connect with like-minded souls. While the dark night can feel isolating, it's important to reach out and connect with others who have gone through similar experiences. Support groups, spiritual communities, or trusted friends and mentors can offer guidance, support, and reassurance that you are not alone in your journey. Sharing your experiences with others can help to lighten the emotional burden and provide new perspectives on your situation. 5. Trust in the process. One of the most challenging aspects of the dark night of the soul is the feeling of uncertainty and fear of the unknown. However, trusting in the process is crucial. Understand that this experience, as painful as it may be, is a necessary part of your spiritual evolution. Trust that the divine has a plan for you, and that this period of darkness will eventually lead to greater light and understanding. Remember that every stage of the dark night is bringing you closer to your true self and to a deeper connection with the divine. 6. Cultivate patience. The dark night of the soul is not a quick process. It can take months or even years to fully navigate. Cultivate patience with yourself and the process. Allow yourself the time and space needed to heal and grow. Recognize that spiritual transformation is a gradual process and that every small step forward is progress, even if it doesn't always feel like it. 7. Seek professional support if needed. If the symptoms of the dark night of the soul become overwhelming or interfere significantly with your daily life, don't hesitate to seek professional support. I will provide you with links to the things that help me through My Dark Night of the Soul in the description below. Check them out. Therapists, spiritual counselors, and holistic healers can offer guidance and tools to help you manage the emotional and psychological challenges you're facing. It's important to take care of your mental and physical health during this time, as the stress of the dark night can take a toll on both. As you navigate the dark night of the soul, remember that this process is ultimately leading you to a place of profound spiritual rebirth. The old self, with its limiting beliefs and attachments, is being stripped away, allowing a more authentic and spiritually awakened version of yourself to emerge. This rebirth is marked by a deep sense of inner peace, clarity, and connection to the divine. You may find that you have a new sense of purpose, a greater understanding of life's mysteries, and a stronger connection to the universe. Finally, I've included also links in the description below to the valuable resources that help me on my whole spiritual journey. Don't forget to check them out. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of the dark night of the soul. I encourage you to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below, as your journey may offer comfort and insight to others. Don't forget to check out my other videos for more spiritual insights, and make sure to subscribe for ongoing guidance on your path to self-discovery and enlightenment. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. Light always follows the darkness, and your soul's rebirth awaits.